Right now at noon, a special hearing is underway in the months-long special grand jury investigation into possible interference in the 2020 election. A Fulton County judge now hearing arguments over how much of that report will be made public. Now, this all centers around the probe into former President Trump and his allies and whether or not they tried to overturn Georgia's 2020 results. But while Trump was the focus of the investigation, we're now learning he was never asked to testify. Here's 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes with the latest.
It started with a phone call from former President Donald Trump to Georgia's Secretary of State. In the recorded call, the former president insists that he, not Joe Biden, won Georgia's 2020 vote.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
A special grand jury's investigation into allegations of election interference ended behind closed doors after months of hearing from witnesses that included the Secretary of State, Georgia's governor, and allies of President Trump. Now the issue is whether or not a final report from the grand jury, including any recommendations on criminal charges, should be made public. Former Gwinnett County District Attorney Danny Porter says Judge Robert McBurney will have to consider what's in the report.
I think you're really going to see an argument that has to do with the public's right to know and the presumption under Georgia law that the public does have a right to know.
Lawyers for several media outlets, including 11 Alive, have filed documents arguing that the grand jury report is a matter of profound public interest. Lawyers representing Donald Trump will not be part of the hearing to determine if the report should be made public. Those lawyers also told 11 Alive that the former president was never asked to testify before the grand jury, adding, quote, "We can assume that the grand jury did their job and looked at the facts and the law and concluded there were no violations of the law by President Trump."
Now the judge could decide to release the entire report or redact a part of that report and remove some of that information. Now we have eyes and ears in the courtroom, and we will keep you updated on air and online at 11alive.com.